Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Mystic Roads. In this video, let me take you to visit one of the most historic Bhaktapur Durbar Square. The ancient city Bhaktapur lies on the eastern part of Kathmandu Valley, which is also known as Bhadgaon or Khwopa. The former stronghold of Malla Dynasty has remained virtually unchanged since the 17th century. It is regarded as the abode of traditional Nepali culture, custom, and unique arts of wooden and potteries. The historical monument on around signifies medieval age culture and tradition of Nepal, and this old city is inhabited by indigenous Newari people in large group. The main attractive monuments are Nyatapola Temple, statue of King Bhupatindra Malla, Peacock Window, Golden Gate, and 55-windowed Palace of Bhaktapur Durbar Square, Batsala Temple, Bhairav Temple, Lion's Gate, and Mini Pashupatinath, Pottery Square, etc. Bhaktapur Durbar Square is a royal palace of the old Bhaktapur Kingdom. 1,400 meters above sea level, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The entry fee to enter this World Heritage Site is $15 for foreign nationals and 500 Nepalese rupee for SAARC nationals. Golden Gate is said to be the most beautiful and richly moulded specimen of its kind in the entire world. The door is surmounted by figure of the Hindu goddess Kali and Garuda and attended by two heavenly nymphs. It is embellished with monsters and other Hindu mythical creatures for marvellous intricacy. The gate was erected by King Ranjit Malla and is the entrance to the main courtyard of the palace of 55 windows. The 55 Windows Palace was built during the reign of Malla King Malla in 1427 AD and was remodeled by the King Bhupatindra Malla in 17th century. Among the brick walls, their gracious setting and sculptural design is a balcony of 55 windows considered to be a unique masterpiece of wood carving. It is also known as one of the oldest monuments present in Nepal. Temple, dedicated to Shiva, is also located in the Bhaktapur Durbar Square complex. There were several sculptures of Hindu gods within the temple. This ancient temple collapsed in the year 1934 earthquake. Only the base of the original structure remained. The stairway along the height of the steep base is guarded by three pairs of animals. A modern dome-shaped shrine was built on top of the original base, and it collapsed in April 25, 2015 earthquake. The reconstruction works are still on and the restoration work is happening. Batsala Devi Temple is a stone temple that has 3 steeped bays and a colonnade of 14 octagonal pillars, 8 architectural features above its cornice, which are octagonal turrets in the form of miniature temples at the corners and 4 small pavilions on the 4 sides. The structure is an elaborate tower in a form known as Shihara, topped with finials called as Amalakas, Kalashas and Trident. The temple was built by Bhupatindra Malla in the late 17th or early 18th century and is dedicated to a goddess Batsala Devi. She is probably a form of Durga as suggested by the images of the goddess in the pavilion above the main door and an 18-armed Mahishashamardini form located inside the door sanctum. Thaumadi Square is located next to Bhaktapur Durbar Square. It is even referred to as Thaumadi Tole, which is because of Tole means market street area in Nepal. Thaumadi Tole contains the largest and tallest temple in Kathmandu Valley, the Nyatapola Temple. Nyatapola Temple in Nivari language means 5 stories, that's symbolic of 5 basic elements. This is the biggest and highest pagoda of Nepal ever built with such architectural perfection and artistic beauty. This 5-tiered pagoda, constructed in 1701, dedicated to the goddess Siddhi Lakshmi. The temple was erected by Nepali King Bhupatindra Malla during a 7-month period from late 1702 to 1703. Bhairavnath Temple is dedicated to Bhairava, the most fierce and manifestation aspect of Lord Shiva. Originally, this temple was built by Jagatjodi Malla as one-storied, and later King Bhupatindra Malla added 2 more story to it in the year 1718 AD. Dattatreya Square at the east end of Tachupal Tole, the eye-catching Dattatreya Temple was originally built in 1427, supposedly built using the timber from a single tree. The temple is dedicated to Dattatreya, a curious hybrid deity blending elements of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. The temple was originally built by King Yakshaya Malla in 1427, and the temple is dedicated to Lord Dattatreya. Vishnu Malla, the son of King Yaksha Malla, renovated this temple in 1458. Built by the King Yaksha Malla in 1427, it has withstood earthquakes and other calamities over hundreds of years. The temple is guarded by statues of Rajput wrestlers Jayamal and Patu, who also guarded the Nyatapola Temple in Bhaktapur. Pottery Square, the famous Pottery Square in Nepal, which is located close to the east of Dattatreya Temple and the square. In this place, the traditional way of life is still going on. It is said that the place is the oldest pottery square. There is another pottery square in the south of Bhaktapur Durbar Square. Where the sun is shining brightly, you can see a mix of grey and brownish red clay pots filling the open brick courtyards, are all arranged according to their designs and purpose. Bhaktapur has two famous pottery squares, one located at the southwest of Taumadi Tole and another at the south of Dattatreya Square. Just a little walk south of Bhaktapur Durbar Square through narrow yet artistic alleys with traditional houses, the main attraction of Pottery Square is the daily life of potters of Bhaktapur and the process of making the pots. This square is a residential area for the Niwari potters who manually makes the clay pots and sell them. You can also buy different types of decorations made from clay from one of the shops selling these products. The different generations and members of the family have their set of tasks they carry around the shop and while making potteries using traditional methods. It is fascinating to witness so many generations of a family at work together. Pottery is a process. Everyone has a role and a part to play in creating a pot. The old men, the experienced experts, craft the mud into spectacular vessels in minutes, and the old women are in charge of looking after the pots kept for drying and coloring. The young men are often engaged in carrying heavy heap of mud from one corner of the square to the other, with young women beating and processing the clay. This traditional work and traditional life is still on in Bhaktapur. From then until the mid-18th century, Bhaktapur and the valley saw many skirmishes and battles. However, it was during this period that also saw a great rise in culture, trade, temple construction, artistry, architecture and language. Indeed, it was during this period that the Nepali language was formed. Today, Bhaktapur as a whole world retains its wonderful historic beauty and culture. However, it is so very important to realize that Bhaktapur Durbar Square is only one small part of Bhaktapur city itself, all of which can be explored. There is a lot to discover in Bhaktapur. So many people opt to stay here in for a few nights, which really can make you feel like you are sleeping in another time period. Bhaktapur Durbar Square and the city itself is a museum of medieval art and architecture with many examples of sculpture, wood carving and colossal pagoda temples consecrated to different gods and goddesses. Is a conglomeration of pagoda and shikara style temples, is one of the most charming architectural showpieces of the valley as it highlights the ancient arts of Nepal. Thank you for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's stay connected, explore, dream and discover. Please like and share my videos. Thank you once again.